Do you remember Lori Vallow Daybell, aka the Doomsday Mom? She's serving consecutive life sentences in Idaho for killing her children who she says she thought were zombies. She's back in court, this time in Arizona, for planning the 2019 murder of her husband, Charles Vallow. So far, we've seen Lori in full makeup and hair as she prepares to represent herself for the first time and be her own defense. And it got me thinking, why go this route? What other high-profile murder suspects have done this, and honestly, does it work? When it comes to testifying, chances are Lori will have to write out her own questions to herself and have someone else, like a paralegal, read them to her if she takes a stand. Of course, she's not the first to attempt to go it alone. Remember the infamous church shooter Dylan Roof? Or the DC sniper John Allen Muhammad? And who can forget Ted Bundy? All three represented themselves at some point in court, and all three were sentenced to death.
It gets very messy.
I called my old friend Charlie Condon to find out more. He's a former state attorney general and has had to go up against high-profile defendants before. He says, believe it or not, a lawyer-less Lori may be harder to find guilty.
I do know this, that prosecutors do not like self-represented defendants. They just don't like them. It makes the case, in my opinion, a lot harder to prosecute.
That's because a defendant representing herself could look vulnerable to the jurors. I mean, they could start feeling sorry for her. But don't think Lori is totally going it alone.
There really are some pretty good jailhouse lawyers in these prisons. And of course, that would be practicing law without a license.
And with the flurry of pretrial motions, it looks like Lori is ready for battle. But then there's those darn murder convictions. What to wear so the jurors don't think you're guilty? Charlie says it's not uncommon to let defendants wear street clothes, even go unshackled. I mean, she has to cross-examine witnesses. Not easy to walk around with shackles on your arms and legs. But what if she goes berserk in the courtroom? This is the Doomsday Mom who thought the world was coming to an end. And that's where this device may come in handy. It's called a rack belt, a remotely activated custody control belt, and law enforcement can remotely zap her if she gets out of control. At the end of the day, does the Doomsday Mom really lose anything by representing herself at this trial? I mean, she's already locked away for the rest of her life, and the death penalty seems to be off the table for this trial. So what does it mean from a ramification standpoint for her to go ahead and represent herself? Most likely, nothing. But for the community, another conviction means everything.
We just get more and more angry. It's just so senseless. And so we're all hurt. We're all looking for healing.
So do you think Lori will gain any brownie points by representing herself with this jury? And what do you think she's gonna wear? Leave your comments below and be sure to like and subscribe.